Now for a year and a half ago, we gave up the life of A4 and we moved into our van, Sooty, full-time van life. Now there's a fine line between making a good decision and being reckless. Now, if you do something long enough that you don't like, it's going to have its negative consequences. I'm not saying that van life is the answer to life, but I did a little maths equation and I figured out I'm 46 years old, and if I live until I'm 76, then maybe I have 25 summers left. So that was enough for me to make a change in the life. Here's the thing, I used to give my best hours to someone else's dream. So we gave up the 9 to 5 and we hit the road for 1 year around Europe and North Africa. Check this.
And by the way, guys, welcome back to the channel.
Now I gave up a 3-figure salary that came in each month. And after the tour, we're pretty much out of money. So now I'm here pouring beers over the summer while Nina is working the home office in Sooty. Now, the weather has been atrocious here for 3 days. It's been raining constantly. The sun's about to go down and it's actually quite nice outside. So I decided I'm going to go for an evening dip, end the night here, and then tomorrow we're going to compare how A4 life looks in comparison to van life. In 3, 2, 1. We're on zone.
The lad from Tasmania wanted change. He put it into the unknown and moved away from what he knew. It was like hitting the ice-cold water you see before you. It was a shock, but after some persistence, the discomfort, it pushed me to places I never thought I would go.
Oh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold, but refreshing. Now you might be wondering, how the hell are we getting any money now? You know what I'm doing. We've slightly mentioned that Nina's on a home office, so let's go in now and check out what she's actually doing in there.
Welcome to my home office. I'm quite lucky because my boss, he gave me permission to have home office during our stay here in Rosendal. And I will go back and forth a bit, but the longest periods I will stay in Rosendal. So when I need a little break, I can just sit back and enjoy the views. Before we moved into the van, I used to do the A4 office, going to work every day, meeting up with colleagues, sitting on the office on my computer. Now, after we moved into the van full time, I am working only with my laptop and I do all my meetings here. And for me, as a project manager, that is working perfect. But of course, comparing it to sitting back in the office, you don't have your coworkers. That is something that I miss.
Now, it's come to my attention, we haven't had the daily aspartame for this episode. I'm looking in the fridge here, and I actually don't have any. So we need to do something about that. Aspartame. Oh, Nina wanted a Sprite. Also, my lord, I have the goods. One Sprite for you. And one aspartame for myself. I actually didn't have one yesterday, so I'm very happy to be having this daily aspartame. So it is possible to get income while you're living in a van here. Moving away a little bit out of the A4, thinking a little bit outside of the box, and everything is possible. Oh, unbelievable. I actually do prefer my aspartame in a box and not the bottle, because it gets a little bit more crispy when it hits the taste buds in your mouth. But still not bad. It's blowing the dog of a chain here today in Roosendaal. I guess everything from the A4 to the van life is just an adjustment. Well, how do you make your food? Well, we've got a kitchen that's probably bigger than some apartments. Where do you go to the toilet? We've got a porta potty in here, but the thing is you need to empty it every week. So it's all a compromise on if you want to have it steady or a little bit more in the variation of van life, because van life's quite a volatile thing. If I rate it overall, I totally prefer living in the van than to being in an apartment. Now, I'm not saying it's for everyone, and don't think I'm here preaching that van life is for everyone, because it's not. But for me personally, I love it, and right now in this point of time in my life, it's working wonders. I would say the biggest adjustment you need to make from A4 into van life is the mental aspect of it all. There's a thing on this planet called time, and when you're living in a van, you seem to have a lot more time. And then that puts you in a place where you're thinking, well, when you're not going to the office, when you're not cleaning the house, when you're not doing all these chores all the time, then who are you really? And it makes you think a little bit deeper into what life is about itself and what are you going to do with your time. Now, calm your farm. I'm not dropping the kids off. I thought I'd just sit here on the toilet. So I started this YouTube channel for 2 years ago. It's probably the most slowest thing and the hardest thing I've endowed in my 46 years. So if you're liking the content, give us a subscribe and give us a like and support the channel. Because the thing is that imagine if I could become a full-time content creator and then not have to go back to the grind of the A4. That's what I dream of in the night time. Things take time and everything's possible if you put your mind to it. For 16 years ago, I gave up my life in Australia. I moved here to Norway. I learnt myself Norwegian and started a new life here. So if you're comparing doing that to getting a YouTube channel up and running and being able to live off it eventually, I think just quietly, after a while, I can do it with you guys helping me along. Getting some coins in the bank today. Nina's just walked over. I'm going to mix her up. It's a holiday here in Norway tomorrow, so that's why she's drinking on a Wednesday. This is my signature drink. It's called the fur of the dog. Thank your mother for the rabbits. It's the second fur of the dog I've actually sold today here at the wine bar. Let's give it a little taste test. Not too bad. Top it with a little dried lemon. And there you have one fur of the dog. If you want one, come and find me on Bar Inn and I will make you a special edition.
We just have to wait for 1 hour and then the clothes are ready to rumble. One of the big differences between living in a house or an apartment and the van is probably the facilities. In your house or your apartment, you can easily just take a shower when you want to. You can wash your clothes, you can do the dishes even. When you're living in a van, you have to plan a bit more. Some of the places that we stop don't even have showers or a washing machine. Even though we have a shower in the van, we usually like to use the one at the campsite if there is one. Luckily here in Rosendal, they have both a shower and a washing machine. And since today it's raining, it's a perfect day to do both.
The van, I'm not sure about Nina, she's too happy about it, but the van doesn't look so good at the moment. We've got the washing on the go. This video here is being edited as we speak. I've been working back-to-back shifts, so the nose is on the stone and we're working like a donkey down in Morocco at the moment. Now, we've touched on a couple of points here today. I think the main point I'm trying to get at is it's not about A4 or about van life or boat life, whatever life you're living. It's all about how we're bringing the acceptance to what we're doing in this moment. And that's what I've been trying to work on for the last few years here. And things have improved immensely for the well-being of myself, the van, and Nina. So whatever you're doing, put some presence into it and things might start to look a little better. Now, last week I crashed my drone. We were just driving the boat up on the plane and I had the drone getting some amazing footage and the drone just hit the water and now it's gone. So I had to buy a new one. I ordered it online, it came in the post and here it is. So it's a new improved drone. It's got a few more features than the old one. So I hope you're happy at home with the quality of the drone on the episodes now. And thank your mother for the rabbits. I think actually sitting on the toilet is the best seat in the house in Sooty. It's been raining now for at least 7 days here in Rosendal. Apparently on Saturday the sun's coming back. So living in the van, if the weather shit itself, and then you're stuck inside, and that's something you got to get used to, because at home you've got a lot of space, then you can go to this room, I can lie on the couch or whatever. So confined spaces and the weather's bad is not a good combo in the van. So we're really looking forward to the sun coming on Saturday to sit outside, take a swim, and maybe an ice cold beer. It is, what time is it, Nina? It's 11:15 at night. It's still light here. You can see it's grey, windy. The van is rocking, so don't come knocking due to the wind. Next episode, we won't be in Rosendal. Maybe a little bit of it, but we need to get back to Stavanger, because I mentioned in last week's episode, we're going down to get the gearbox looked at again, because it's still not fixed. But we'll see what happens in next week's episode in regards to the gearbox. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much, and we'll see you peeps next week here in Norway van life. Peace out. Nina.
Bye. See you next week.